Today I'm going to talk to you about how to be competitive in a seller's market, and I'm going to get started right now. Hey everyone, my name's Jamey Prezzi. I'm a real estate agent in Miami and Miami Beach, and today I'm going to give you some tips about how to be competitive in a busy seller's market. But first, before I get started, if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button so you never miss another update. I do put out new videos every week. Also, use the link in my information box and download our updated free guide today. Okay, let's get started. So with so few homes on the market today, it can be a little bit tedious if you're a buyer and trying to find a property. Every single time you go to a property, there's like 100 other buyers standing outside waiting to get in. You get back, you make your offer, and it doesn't get accepted. That can be very annoying and confusing and just frustrating. I get it. But there are some ways that we can prepare you, and we do it every single day, to get your offer accepted. But you have to trust us in the process so we can help guide you and allow us to do our thing so that we can get you under contract on a property. Number one, meet with your lender early. Now, I say this over and over and over again, and sometimes people do it and sometimes they don't. But I highly recommend that you speak to a local lender, only because after you figure out the cost of actually getting that loan, you may really decide on a different price point. So seeking financing in advance allows us to really tailor a search towards what you can actually make an offer on. And then actually when you're making an offer, very often, especially in today's market, the seller agents are going to call the lender and make sure that you're qualified. So if you're just making offers on properties without actually getting a lender to write a pre-approval letter and actually alert a lender, hey, we're making an offer on this property, there's a lot of competition, please answer the phone when the seller calls, you could be setting yourself up for failure. Make sure you have a good lender who's super trustworthy, who answers the phone, and who has all your documentation ready to go in advance to making an offer and can actually pick up the phone over the weekend too. Okay, next. Know your must-haves and your nice-haves. So sometimes people get super laser focused on like one specific property type. And you know, in reality, sometimes you can tweak a few things here or there and make a property work for you. Maybe the property doesn't have a pool, but you can put a pool in the future. Maybe the property doesn't have brand new hurricane impact windows, but you can do it after closing. So by making sure you know your must-haves, like for instance, it has to be in this specific neighborhood because that's my commute to work, or it has to be in this specific neighborhood because it's next to my children's school. Whatever it is, those are must-haves. You know, nice-haves can be a little bit more cosmetic and a little bit more features on the home. So if you can sort of tweak some of the nice-haves, that will allow you to get into a property that has more of your must-haves. Next, be prepared for a bidding war. I can tell you that on probably the last 10 properties that our buyers have purchased, they've been in a bidding war, all of them. And you know, you just have to mentally prepare that that is what is going to happen. A new home will always come on the market down the road if you don't win on this one. I know it can be super frustrating, but if you go into it knowing that you're probably going to be in a bidding war, it's better just to go into it focused with that in mind. Last but not least, don't get overly emotional. Again, if you don't get this property, another property will always come on the market. And I know it can be tedious and I know it can be frustrating, but just try not to get too emotional throughout the process. We're always here to be able to walk you through it carefully, allow you to perform your due diligence. And sometimes people will say, oh, maybe you should waive the inspection period or something like that. I just don't think that's a good idea. I think that people should have a right to inspect a property that they're purchasing. So what? Maybe you don't win several offers on a property because you didn't waive that or you couldn't do it fast enough. But I just think it's very important to make sure you take the time to do your due diligence, do your inspections, and a good property will come on the market and a reasonable seller will come on the market along with their agent, and they will allow you to perform your due diligence in a way that works best for you and also benefits them as well. If you have more questions, we're always here to be a resource for you, and I will see you soon.